I'm Felicity. Why is it that we get ill from drugs properly prescribed by our doctors? Even if we take our prescribed medications exactly as they're meant to be taken, we usually suffer nasty side effects. We get nauseous, we get thrush, we get indigestion, and a host of other symptoms. These usually send us back to the doctor. He prescribes yet another drug, and so we go on the merry-go-round. It's not so merry for us, but it's very merry for the pharmaceutical companies. They make an awful lot of money. In fact, the pharmaceutical companies make more than any other industry apart from the war industry. So let's think about it. If we were all well all the time, Big Pharma wouldn't make any money at all, would they? So how is it that they can charge so much for their drugs that make us so ill? Did you know that more and more children are being put on drugs for hyperactivity? All that's wrong with them really is that they're being fed too much sugar. But they get addicted to the drugs now as well as the sugar. And they will be consumers and customers of that drug for life. Just like the diabetes patients and the Alzheimer patients, the arthritis patients, etc., etc., etc. The list goes on. When diet alone could have cured us all. So why are we still prescribed drugs that have side effects? Because this is how Big Pharma have trained our doctors. Because the pharmaceutical giants fund the chairs of the university medical schools. It's all about the money. And if the doctors don't prescribe the drugs to the patients, they soon find that they're reprimanded. That's the way it works. And when a drug causes side effects, this doesn't mean that the drug has been pulled from the market or won't be prescribed anymore. Instead, the medical establishment thinks their tracks are covered if they simply put a warning on the drugs. We are programmed to think our authorities are looking after our interests. Unfortunately, reality is much less philanthropic than we've been led to believe. Our authorities have a disturbing connection with Big Pharma. This means two things: more money for them and harm to our health. The pharmaceutical lobby is the most powerful lobby in Parliament, even more powerful than the arms and defense lobby. The fox is indeed guarding the hen house because the pharmaceutical companies regulate themselves. Millions are in their pay and employees cannot afford to lose their jobs. There is nothing else they're trained to do. The heads of big pharmaceutical companies are often on the regulatory committees too. They approve mass vaccinations, for instance, despite the fact that these vaccines are harming and crippling many each year. It's time we stopped depending on synthetic drugs and got back to the herbs and the vegetables God gave us to protect, regenerate, and heal our bodies. Mass is more information on my website, felicitycorbin-wheeler.org.